Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Farm Views. Sorry that we're late. We're 10 minutes late, but then we're here to give you guys football news, football discussions, and we're here to communicate. So please, if you have any um opinion on any matter we're talking about, please comment, and then I promise you we'll try to read as much as you can. Today I'm here with my two colleagues. Well, actually, we're three, but one left because of network. I'm here with my two colleagues. Zami, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Very, very good. Oh, I had a
Um,
nice weekend actually. So
GB,
thank you.
always here. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to be here. I had a nice weekend too.
uh, there are so there's so many things to talk about. So many things happened from Friday to Monday, and yesterday was Ballon d'Or, as we all know. Benzema won it. Zami, I'll come to you. Did Benzema deserve to win the Ballon d'Or last night, or would you have given any other person?
Yes, yes, of course, no doubt. It was the most favorite to win that uh trophy, and I'm glad he won it. He had a very, very good season. He scored, was it his goals and assists was combined were like over 50, I think 56. I'm not really sure of that number. But he had a very good season, coupled with the success at the national level, the Nations League won, then the Champions League and the league. So I think overall is he had a very good season last season, and I'm happy he won it.
Okay. GB, yesterday, let's talk about uh the ranking of the Ballon d'Or. Because I've heard a lot of people saying how the money gets second, Lewandowski should have a second, De Bruyne should have a second, anyone. Who do you think the ranking of the Ballon d'Or was right? And I've heard so many discussions about how Vinicius Junior was really low behind on the ranking list and everything. And Thibaut Courtois has come out saying keepers are not meant to win, I can't win the Ballon d'Or and everything. But then just give us, what do you think about the whole ranking of
Yeah,
the Ballon d'Or yesterday?
left to me, right? I feel like Mane being second is actually fine. I don't think I have any issues with that because considering his performances too, and then his performances also at AFCON and then getting his nation to qualify for the World Cup. I think it just shows like a very good precedent has already been set by Mendy last season that African players can sort of now be their performances cannot be acknowledged, and then in like starting from Mendy being able to get the keeper, like I think Mendy was the one that got the award last year. The what did they call it
Mm,
again? Yashin or
Yasin Award.
Yashin something. Yeah. So
Yeah.
and then Mane being able to be second is something I'm actually totally fine with. And I think Kevin De Bruyne being third was actually very fine because I think he really had a very good season
Mhm.
last like the previous one. And then about Vinicius, yeah, I think it was in the top 10, right?
Yeah, it was top 10. Yeah, it was number eight.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I
Eight.
mean, that's perfectly fine to me. Courtois could have probably been third. It was fourth, was he?
No, seventh.
Oh, okay. I think that's a little bit too far for Courtois. I think that's a little bit too far. I would probably like want Courtois to be like in the top five because he really came through for Real Madrid at like the most important stages last season, like at when it really mattered. So Courtois probably some places higher, fifth or something. But besides that, I think I'm actually good with the rest. Even if Courtois was third ahead of KDB, that's fine. I don't think there are any issues there. But Courtois should have probably been in the top three or was still top five for me.
Yeah. Um, Zami, was there any award you gave last night that you didn't agree with?
Yeah, I think I was fine. The ranking of the awards. Sadio Mane coming second was doubt. I mean, he had a very good season, club wise and country wise. He was so close to Liverpool last season, and the AFCON he won with Senegal and single-handedly like taking his country to goal. I think he actually deserves praise and award that comes to him for his last season success. And third, going to De Bruyne, I feel De Bruyne is arguably the best player, one of the best players in the Premier League, and he also had a very very good season. I think it was his highest goal scorer this season.
Mm-hmm.
So and he ended this season with Premier League title. I think for me that's fair. enough. I felt he shouldn't be top three Ballon d'Or ranking. They actually placed Lewandowski. Lewandowski. I mean, it was the last season. Lewandowski broke Dracula's record in Bundesliga. I felt Lewandowski should have come gold and maybe Bruyne fifth or sixth. But I feel yesterday's award in general, but there was no real arguments apart from just that De Bruyne's ranking and Courtois' ranking. There was no
Okay,
there were
Zami.
no that's just it.
Okay, Zami, let me stay with you there. What about the club of the year? Before I move to Ballon, I'll talk about it. Do you think Man City deserves to win?
Yeah, I when I initially saw when I heard Man City won it, I had to go make my findings, and I saw what they actually used to place the club of the year ranking, and I think what I saw was what's also um got them to win it was the players they had, Ballon d'Or needs, then the club as a brand also. I think I heard down to the club as a brand. So I felt some people actually had one of the things they didn't deserve it because they only ended the season with Premier League title. Well, Madrid en route to lifting the Champions League, the beat the likes of Man City, Liverpool, and the final one. So personally for me, you can't have a good season than what Madrid actually had last season. So I felt, personally for me, I just felt this could have been Real Madrid and maybe perhaps Liverpool come second because I mean they were so close to winning the cup, they didn't win it. So you can't have a good season than Liverpool that as a club because they played the maximum of matches you could have played as a club. So I felt this could have been Real Madrid, Liverpool, and Man City. But it's fine. It's fine. I actually had reasons. So
Okay. GB. So, club of the year, you won it. How does it feel? And do you think you guys deserve to win it?
Yeah, I mean, like based on the criteria that we're up
Mm-hmm.
for winning it, yeah. If it were like based on team performances in like domestic stage and then Champions League, Real Madrid would have won, and then followed by Liverpool. But I mean, based on the criteria that was actually like up based on Ballon d'Or nominees and then the club brand and all of that, and how like like the evolution of the club, like I think Man City was actually in a very good position to win it because aside the fact that we've spent a lot of money, which is fine, I don't think there is anybody else that wouldn't say they've not spent a decent amount of money to in recent times. I think like what actually comes to play is like the way the club is being organized and run, like internally, in terms of transfers, in terms of making transfer decisions, and then players, and then the coach, and then the atmosphere in the club itself. I think aside from the outside fans actually bouncing Man City with the entire noise and oil money and all of that. I think there's actually like a very very like upward trend of success in the club, and then you can see like the club's actually getting better year in year out. So, and then I think that's some of the reasons as alongside the Ballon d'Or nominees slot why Man City won it, and I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. You get to win some, and then you know, based on that criteria and those criteria, sorry, I think we are perfectly fine to win it.
Okay, so is there any award you do agree on yesterday?
Was there? I don't think so. I think this last year was quite weird because I think if Messi and Ronaldo were sort of involved in any of the conversations, they probably would have had some arguments by now.
Yeah.
But because the two of them were outrightly absent, so there was not too much argument to have. We all know like Messi and Ronaldo didn't have the best year in comparison to what Benzema had. So it was like an outright winner that we all knew. Literally, Real Madrid won the Champions League. So I think this year actually set itself up for less of arguments and then talking about we're supposed to win this and we're supposed to win that. So yeah, I think I'm perfectly fine with everything. Yeah, yeah, I think so.
I think if I was to choose one that I did agree with was the female Ballon d'Or. I don't know. I just feel like Beth should have won it.
No. She had nothing to what Alex Putellas had.
I,
Like
I,
nothing.
Alex was injured.
She got injured during the World Cup, not during the league season.
Bro,
And I don't think that period is also in there's a calendar period in consideration for the Ballon d'Or. So I'm not sure if this last female World Cup was still part of the consideration in terms of the period that I'm measuring what is like your performances by, because based on the period that I'm sure of, I don't think the Nations League that is being played is part of the consideration for the Ballon d'Or. Yes, so I think based on the period of consideration of what we have, I think in that period, I think Alex Putellas was like she's like quite obviously. I think Barca should have even won a treble, even though that they lost in the final to Lyon 3-1, and then Alex Putellas was also the one that scored. So I think actually like she actually like well deserved. Shout out to Beth Mead though. I think she has a shout to, but yeah, Putellas is fine by myself.
Okay, so GB you soon go, but like before you go, let's talk about Man City versus Liverpool. Zami, you won, so just tell us where did Liverpool win the game and where did City lose the game? Like,
Oh, okay. I think that match on Sunday had everything that match was supposed to have. It had all tactical a piece of both coaches. It had intensity. It had its own criticism and all. But personally, I really enjoyed the match because it was a very very intense match. You could see the way Liverpool started. Okay, I think Liverpool entered that match as underdog, obviously because of our position and our performances this season. So we entered the match as underdog. We had to put them okay, fine. From this temporary by class is permanent. So I think the instruction the coach gave them was very very easy. Just play, just play with your play the way we did last season. I think that was the instruction the coach gave. And one tactical something I saw in that match was the marking. I think that was the only that was what actually that match. That was the way we have actually prevented Atlanta and Brenner partnership. Gomez was faced with task of marking. Excuse me. Gomez was Gomez was faced with the task of marking Edith Haaland while Fabinho stood De Bruyne. So you could see from before the ball gets to Erling Haaland in the final third, he would have actually closed him down and all. So I didn't see the statistics, but I don't think Erling Haaland had was like 20 touches that match. So in general, I enjoyed the match. It had everything and coupled with some of the chances it could have been more than so. And where I actually feel Man City lost that match was the partnership between Erling Haaland and De Bruyne. Like we actually shut it down. People said okay. People questioned James Milner inclusion. I felt Klopp knew what he saw during the training, so he felt it was good enough to start. I was even hoping it was Gomez comes into right back and Philip starts, but he knew what he saw. So, and I really enjoyed that partnership between James Milner and Abbey Elliott in that right wing, and I think that was also key shutting down that them because we also know. So bar the the coins the fans threw at alleged
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
fans threw at.
We'll come to
Sorry,
that.
so let me finish. Bar
Okay.
the coins fans threw at Guardiola. I think it was the match that had everything. So
Okay.
I enjoyed
Okay. GB, not we don't say this almost. We don't say this every time. We rarely say this. What Zami said about the tactical distance that club kept on Liverpool. Do you think yesterday, I'm sorry, on Sunday, club was more tactical and won the tactical battle between him and Pep, or do you think Liverpool were lucky on the night, or what do you think about the match?
I think for myself, I think for the first time in like 3 to 4 seasons, this actually feels like the first time where Liverpool was not bringing their game to me. So it felt like Liverpool were actually sitting down to like sitting back to like play on the counter on that and like for the past like 3 to 4 seasons, that's not like most times when we meet, it's like the two of us actually wanting to enforce our style of play on each other. Two of us wanting to like, okay, fine, this is how I play, and then I know this is how you play, but irrespective, we are going to play against ourselves because I believe I'm good enough not to have to adjust. But I think for the first time in a while, Liverpool had to adjust. And then they had to like sit deep and then play all the counters, especially from free kick situations, that probably Man City try to get a deep free kick and then the ball gets to Alisson or wherever it is with Liverpool and then there is the counter. And I think tactically, for like, yeah, I think the matchup like from Liverpool actually was fine. I think they knew what they wanted to do. For most parts of the first half, I don't think Liverpool were able to create clear-cut chances. I think we're actually in very good control of the match. In fact, possession-wise, I think we're actually in very good control. I think that's what to expect when it comes to Man City anyway. I think we're in very good control. And for some reason, right, I still really do not believe like Liverpool are like back to it because I feel for some reason they don't get to like have so much space with everything that they play against, like the way Man City were able to afford them. Because when you play against Man City, you get to have so much space behind the defense. And then one interesting thing I saw from Klopp was the fact that Salah was back to this right half space that he plays in. So previously, right, like the inclusion of Nunes has sort of sidelined Salah to like become more far like as a far like wide winger, like in comparison to before where Salah sort of occupies this right half space where he's able to like cut into his favorite foot easily or create chances from that half space rather than being so wide. So it was like at the beginning it was like Salah was like the striker, like not like the striker I would say, but it was really occupying those right half spaces and then coming in from there into central positions. I think for the first ball that he had against Anderson, that Anderson saved, it was something like that. It came from that right half space to the central position and then was able to like beat the last man and then which Anderson saved. And I think that was very, very similar to the goal scored against the goal finally scored. I think Cancelo was sort of dumb, but at the same time, you have to like give credit to Salah because the way he actually like got prepared for the ball, using his body to shield Cancelo from the ball, and then immediately Cancelo made the mistake, he was ready to pound. So I think for some aspect of the game, I think Liverpool knew what they had to do and they did it.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reasons, I felt in a long time, it felt like Liverpool had to like succumb to the fact that they couldn't play at that sort of tempo of bringing the game to Man City and then rather sit deep and then try to soak up pressure and then counter, which I think works. I think worked fine. I think that actually worked fine. I think they are the ones, obviously, they're the ones with the 3 points and they're the ones that won the match. So, yeah. But I actually do not see anything from Man City to be bothered about. I think we're still going to be fine, like perfectly fine. I think on another day, we might have had the better results. Let's say the goal stood first and then we're in the lead. So, yeah, I think it's a match that was exciting, nice, had everything you want to look for in a match between Liverpool and Man City. But we lost fine, admittedly. I have not admitted it on the group all this while. We lost admittedly, fine. That's fine. But yeah, I still like for some reasons I still feel like I'm not entirely entirely, convinced by Liverpool yet for some reasons. But yeah, 3 points in the back for them, and yeah, that's it. We are not the one winning, so we are not the one that won. Sorry. So
Okay.
all right, guys,
You have to go now.
I have to go now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Catch you soon.
Yeah. Zami, so it's both of us now. So let's talk
Yeah.
about Liverpool and let's talk about the coin
Yeah.
incident yesterday that happened. What do
Yes.
you think happened? Like, just explain.
Okay. I don't know at what stage that happened, but Liverpool actually released a statement after the match that Man City fans were chanting, they were using that Hillsborough incident. They were chanting it. They were making mockery of it, and that's a very very bad thing. So I don't know. Maybe that was what triggered. That was what triggered Liverpool fans, and they had to like flare up, and they did what they had to do. But what I felt was that was a very very sort of bad attitude towards fans, and like, just have to urge both clubs to look into sports incidents so as to prevent that from happening in the future.
Okay. What incident were Man City fans talking about?
They were making mockery of the Hillsborough
Oh,
disaster when yeah, yeah, sure. I think I don't know what song they sing, but they were making mockery of it, and it's a very sensitive
yeah.
issue, and you can't be making mockery of it. So I
Oh,
think
okay.
that was what's
Okay. So, the let's talk about the goal Man City scored. Was that meant to be a foul, or because Pep came out and said the referee called him a club and said he was going to let the match flow, but then Pep said he felt the foul on Fabio was too soft. What was your opinion on that?
yeah, irrespective of what the ref might have said, a foul is still a foul. I think if that incident, that Alan Fabio incident, hadn't resulted into a goal,
Mm-hmm.
it would have actually let it slide. But I think with the introduction of I mean, it was a star match. Every detail matters. So, and it was a clear foul. Fabio had already gotten the ball from Alan, and I think Alan drew him, and I think slide the ball into I don't know who played it to Foden, also Alan's part, or is it Foden? Yeah. So I think it was very very it was a good call from the referee, from the VAR, because they don't actually had to call that goal back. It was a very very critical stage in that match. So I think it was the right call from the VAR to disallow the goal. So
Okay. Let's go back to the match. I know we've seen so many rivalries in Premier League. We've seen Manchester United versus Arsenal. We've seen Chelsea versus Manchester United, and then yet yesterday felt. I mean, on Sunday felt like this was the first time I was actually witnessing the rivalry between Liverpool and City because there was fights in the pitch. Normally, it's like they're always coming out looking friendly and everything. Did you feel that way too watching it as a Liverpool supporter?
yeah, I even made mention of this on the day of the match. Right now, I think the Man City Liverpool rivalry has actually gone up a little bit higher. Even the rivalry between Liverpool and Man U for the past 3 or 4 seasons hasn't been that heated as it used to be. Maybe because of the performances of Manchester United.
Yeah.
But a rivalry is to be a rivalry. At this moment, I think the rivalry between Liverpool and Man City has gotten to one of the like it's a must-watch match between for every neutral. But so I feel it has got to that stage whereby it should be called a rivalry match actually. And so
Okay. So finally, GB said he doesn't think Liverpool are back and everything, but then you've won 7-1 against Rangers, you've beaten Man City. Do you think Liverpool are getting back, or do you think they are back to their best already?
yeah, I ever since Liverpool changed their formation to a 4-2-1. I mean, we've been getting the positive results after the Arsenal match, I think we switched to 4-2-3. Once just also want to get. So in fact, I felt that 4-2-3 it gave up flexibility to add more dynamism to their play. I mean, um, a two-man defensive midfield of Fabinho and Thiago, or Thiago and Anderson, or whoever it is, has given back more dynamism to like actually being more compact. That that midfield. And um, the player, whoever is playing the 10, the three midfield also shuttles between attack and defense, and so thereby making it balanced in the midfield and also in the attack. So I think that's actually given Liverpool dynamism. So you can't say Liverpool are consistent now, just 2 or 3 matches.
Yeah.
So it's until we actually see maybe 3, 4, 5 matches, and whatever the outcome is before we actually feel Liverpool are back. But personally, from what I saw from that Manchester City match, I think Liverpool are back, but I can't ascertain that yet. It could have been because of the sort of match it was. Maybe that's why Liverpool played that kind of intensity and swagger. But let's just fold our arms and see what Liverpool has in store.
Okay. So is it top four, or do you think the league is gone? So like now, do you think Liverpool can make top four, and do you think the league is gone?
Um, right now, it's the what's actually in the mind of every Liverpool supporter is just top four. I think it's deep down we all know the league is out of reach now because of bad stats, bad couple with the kind of form Arsenal are in right now, and Man City. I mean, Man City lost 3 points this weekend. We don't know the next time they're going to do their point.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, and I think for every other Liverpool supporter, I think it's just top four is the priority right now, and maybe get to the later stages of the Champions League, and maybe who knows some cup competition back. So right now, I think the league is out. So, but depending on what happens at the end of the season, it's just.
Okay. So let's move to the other match: Tottenham versus Everton. Tottenham won 2-0. I don't know if did you get to watch the match, and how do you think Spurs performed?
Uh, sorry, I didn't watch the match.
Okay.
I didn't watch
Okay, but just tell us what do you think? What do you think of Conte's performance in Tottenham? I mean, they are sitting third on the table right now, and they keep on winning, even though people saying they're not playing well, but they keep on winning.
Yeah, Conte at Tottenham. I think it's what is actually expected. It's what is actually. In fact, when Man U were before Man U sacked Social, I was like, no, please, Man U, don't go, because with the resources he's going to be having at that Manchester United, he's going to go to perform. So I was just hoping Man U didn't appoint Conte, because we know how of the coach is. And so and you can see it's evidence in their matches. And I think as a coach, you don't have to be is it as a coach or in football, you don't have to be 100% you don't have to perform 100% before you get to win matches. I mean, it shows that it shows the winning mentality as instilled in play. I mean, you don't have to be on your 100% before you get to win matches and all. So I think I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in general with what he has been able to achieve, even though he hasn't had a trophy yet with that of now. But I hope maybe if he's able to start with cup competitions, if he's able to start winning the FA Cup or the Carling Cup, it's still going to be, considering the last time Tottenham had won um, a trophy, and it's also going to be a boost to Harry Kane, because he's too good not to have actually won the trophy.
Trophy, yeah.
Both they put in the national team and at club level. He's just too good not to win a trophy yet. So, because at the end of his career, he will be judged based on the amount of trophies as well. So I just hope um they have a good season because of for the sake of which they so I'm not
Okay.
surprised with it.
Okay, so let's talk about Iwobi at Everton. Lampard has really transferred Iwobi to a midfielder and he has been performing really well. What can you say about Iwobi, and do you think finally he's playing his best position?
Yeah, it will be. I think under Garnett's role, it will be actually also played as a midfielder, more of an eight. So I wasn't really surprised. I felt I mean, they are the ones on the training field, and he knows what he has been saying. He knows, okay, he knows what he has been saying on the training ground. So I wasn't really surprised when I started seeing him play from the midfield, and he has been performing. He hasn't really been a bad buy for Everton. I just hope he can step up his game and prove doubters wrong.
Okay.
Help them get the position.
Okay, so Chelsea beats Aston Villa 2-0. Potter has come and he has taken over Chelsea. I don't know, have you been impressed with Potter's style of play in Chelsea?
Yeah, if Potter right from days of Everton, do you know how good of a coach he has been? The how improved that Brighton team has been since he has been since he since he has been a coach of Brighton, and now he's also instilling his tactical play in that Chelsea. I think it might still take time for those players to adjust to Potter's style of play. But I was there. I actually watched the match, and I could see the urge within the players to actually play for Graham Potter. I think the inclusion of Aubameyang and Sterling rejuvenated Sterling. I mean, Sterling doesn't have to score before he actually adds it. And Chelsea had decent chances in that match. So I'm not actually surprised at what he has been able to the least he has been able to achieve. And I know within by next season or towards the next season, I've actually grounded the style of play in the arts of Chelsea players. So and considering if his best players, so I think he's been doing a very good job at Chelsea.
Okay, what do you think Aubameyang is a very good buy for Chelsea? Do you think he will score more goals in Chelsea? Or do you think
Uh,
he's on a decline?
we we know how Aubameyang has always been a natural finisher. In fact, I think age will always tell on strikers. I don't know. I think Aubameyang is 32.
Yeah, it's
So
30,
fine, his performance is it 4?
30,
I'm
let me
not really
check.
sure. Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay. So fine, his performances might have declined. His ability might have declined. But when he's still presented with a very good opportunity, I think he definitely score. You could see how he reacted to the that ball Sterling played to the bar and how he reacted. I mean, that's the instinct of a striker. So I feel is a good buy for Chelsea. And according to some Chelsea fans, they said he has broken the Panay course. I don't know how true is that, but I feel he's able to score at least 15 goals for Chelsea. I think 15 to 18 goals. I think at least that's a very good score. Because naturally, as a striker, if you have 20 goals, 25 goals, I think you've had a good season. It's just Messi and Ronaldo and this new crop of players that have been coming that actually made 20 goal a season striker average. I mean, if you have 20 goals, I think you have had a very good season. So if you can actually bang 15 goals this season, I think he has actually justified the himself at Chelsea, considering the amount Chelsea also got him. So I just hope he has a better season.
Okay, let's talk about Manchester United versus Newcastle. They played 0-0.
Yeah.
Um, I think the problem with Manchester United right now, because I think we Manchester United fans could say, I don't know, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Sorry.
Okay, I think we Manchester United fans could see the problem of that we missed Christian Eriksen. Without Christian Eriksen, Fred is a really big downgrade to our team and everything. Well, did you watch the match?
Yes.
Hello? Okay, so what do you think was the problem
Yes, I did. I
what
did.
do you think was the problem for Manchester United?
In that particular match, I felt it was position apart as a lack of and good for those crosses. And who had gone out of field actually make it seem and that I was actually expecting a player or a forward to have actually made it run. So I think it was more lack of decisions. And I felt I don't see I don't know why in this stage Fred is still starting for Manchester United.
I mean,
Fred, he had
Eriksen
a
was
very very
sick. I mean, Eriksen was sick,
yes,
and
I think that was right.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that started for why would he go for why would he go for Fred instead of McTominay?
No,
I don't know. I don't
McTominay was
know.
suspended.
Okay, so I felt it was definitely out of options
Yeah,
that
that was it.
position. So I think that and he had a very very off kick. He had a very off kick. I think in general, do players actually had a very bad day at the I know it's back to the drawing board for the team and maybe they can make amendments with next match game. So, and I think
Okay,
that was the players 500 appearance. I think yeah, also had also had like sheets.
okay. So let's talk about the incidents that happened where when you removed Ronaldo, and then it has brought a lot of topic that you shouldn't have removed Ronaldo. Ronaldo could have scored the goal that Rashford missed at the end of the match and everything. What was your opinion? Do you think you made the right decision moving Ronaldo because Ronaldo didn't play well, or you could have just left Ronaldo because Ronaldo is the style of striker that can get those late goals and everything?
I mean, as a manager, if I was also the manager of Manchester United at that moment, it was I would have actually removed Cristiano Ronaldo because he was having a very okay. You can't deny the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo is very very scorer and very good player and he has put himself out. So for that part of that match, he was having very. When you have Rashford, who has dominated under then why not bring him and see what's I mean, at the beginning of the season, Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't the starter. Really starts during the Europa League matches. But I think because of his form recently, he scored in his last two matches. I think that was why he was able to start the last game. He had a very good game. Not just him, but of course, most of the time. So I just felt the coach was also so it was a decision the coach had to make by bringing him up and putting on the player who is also in form under him and see what he could have done. I guess it wasn't just meant to be just
Okay. So finally, on United, how far do you think United can finish this season?
um uh, United for me this season they've not really been very convincing personally. They've not uh, the win against it wasn't like that good. It was just because Liverpool has been so Manchester United had and I don't think Ten Hag has been able to instill his style of play in those players. I don't think so. It's might actually taking time, maybe season two. So I just hope the Manchester United board are able to stick. And I felt the Manchester United board actually backed him up with every the amount of signings they made this last transfer window. So things like this might actually take time before you able to get to players, their strengths and their weaknesses. So if Manchester United are able to attain Europa League this season, I think it's a bonus for them. It's a bonus for them. At least it's a step in the right direction. So what I just feel is by the time Eric Ten Hag is spending 2-3 seasons, he should have been competing for Champions League this season. Hopefully, maybe in the next 4 seasons, he should have actually competed. You can see, perfect example is Arsenal. You can see the road that Arsenal at both time and both back in Mikel Arteta very well. See, he's now competing for the title. He's now competing for the title. So I just feel if he's able to attain the for this season, it's a step in the right direction. And if he's also able to attain Champions League, it's also a bonus. So I don't see man competing for the title or season. So
Okay, so let's move on to the last game, which is Arsenal, the league leaders beating everybody. What's your opinion on Arsenal right now? And that Leeds game, they were very lucky. This is the first time we saw Arsenal struggle against a team. So what's your
yes.
opinion on Arsenal this season?
Arsenal, okay. What's about Arsenal is that determination is players, the do or die attitude of part of those players. I think I don't know. Deep down in the mind of those players, they might actually play, okay, this is us, this is us, this is they actually struggled in that match, like you said, they struggled in that match. They still defended very well. I forgot it's sorry, what did I think? This same style. He really played from yes, it's back then. Really, really like still they actually stood strong. Chances they had. And I felt it's also is the defense of chances. Okay, bar the Arsenal defense standing strong to I felt there was Ramsey also had some qualities, but I felt most of those chances were saves from Ramsey was supposed to make. So I felt it was more wasted chances than the defense standing strong. So like we all know Arsenal has been very, very, very good. They've been convincing their performance. I mean, they still have a very good squad and they are ready to play Arteta. And like I said, it's the case of Manchester United. The coach might actually have more time to style of these players. So you can see the Arsenal they actually bad Arteta and they actually give time to still this style of this players. So that is what's now favoring these Arsenal players because they've been together. These are good players that have been together like so this is the same manager. So I think uh, it's what they actually need at this time. I also didn't that or let me say I prefer them really be that ahead of
Me too.
Manchester. Just to break that because we're tagging Premier League from us. So I just wish them the best of this season. And, I won't be surprised that actually this season Premier League title. So
Okay, so while both together we pray Arsenal wins the league instead of Man City.
yes.
Okay, so
They'll stop branding the Premier League Farmers League because if Man City can win the league, it's going to be 4.5.
yeah.
That's the definition of Farmers League.
Yeah,
And Liverpool are not for it's only Liverpool that can actually keep that Man City in run for their money. And they
yeah.
are not in form. So imagine Man City just having it easy to them. I mean, they can actually win the league of 80 points this season. Meanwhile, before Man City can actually win, they have to get close to like 95 points. But if Liverpool are in form, nobody's giving them a run for their money. They can easily finish the league 80 points or 80 something points. So I just hope Arsenal actually Premier League title. And I think that Arsenal lead, it was a case of you don't have to play your best football to win matches. They were
Yeah.
offering that match and they still ended up to win. So it could show the winning mentality the players had, and I was happy they were able um, to end the match with all 3 points.
Okay. So let's move to finally. We're just going to talk about these weekend matches and just to hear your score predictions for the big teams. So Liverpool is playing West Ham. What is your score prediction and what do you expect from Liverpool in that match?
If we could see more, we can see a continuation of what Liverpool actually did against Man City. I mean, everybody do tag Liverpool favorite, so I just hope the players are able to continue from what they stopped against Man City. So if they're able to do that, I see Liverpool 3 points and a clean sheet. So
Okay, so your score prediction, please.
2-0.
2-0. Okay, so Brentford versus Chelsea.
That's a match that is going to be very, very, very. It's going to be a tough match here. 2020 actually playing very good resurgence of that's very, very good. We have this amount who has also been very, very, very consistent and also been on that ground for that. So I just feel Chelsea have too much too too much for Brentford. But I don't see it. I'm not going to see it as an easy win for Chelsea. But I still feel Chelsea should
Okay, so
get the match. So probably Chelsea.
sorry, your score
1-0.
prediction? 1-0
1-0.
Chelsea. Okay,
Yes.
so the big game on Wednesday, Tottenham versus Manchester United versus Tottenham. What's
Uh, just it's very, very easy to predict that match. If Man U can they can learn from what Newcastle actually do. Because in the Newcastle match, you really but just so that final third, that final pass. So I would actually that match is going to be a very high scoring match. It's going to be high scoring. I just feel the atmosphere at Old Trafford too much that of I would go for 3 to Manchester United.
the rate to Manchester United? You heard it here. So thank you very much for
Anthony, Ronaldo.
thank you
Yeah,
very much. He has given us Manchester United fans hope. But thank you guys for
no, I just I hate my I just I use my instincts to predict.
thank you, fans for coming to watch. Thank you for viewing us and thank you for always watching us. And Zami, thank you for being here for lasting long with me. Any sign of any message to Liverpool fans? Just
uh, uh, I what I just have to say is that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Right? We might have had start, so you see that you still try as much as possible to count trust in. I mean, for this trust in past 7 years, why not let's just trust in my end of the season? Like this.
okay. So you heard it from Zami,
How
Liverpool.
about you? How about you? What message do you have to my fans?
Man U fans, this is always going to be a this is always going to be a journey. We're going to back Ten Hag to the end of the day, and we know we're going to get success from Ten Hag because I truly trust him. For the first time in how many years, I trust the manager. So I want you guys to back Ten Hag too, and hopefully next 2 years we're running for the title. But thank you very much.
Irrespective of whatever position he ends up at the if there's still if we as fans we are still able to see the progress he's making in that
Mhm.
team. Why not let's just
Give him time. Yeah. Okay, but thank you very much. Please share, like, subscribe, and I promise you more content coming and see you soon. Bye.